Hi, I'm the Finance Catalyst and my name is Gabriel. To all my financial enthusiasts out there, today let's talk about financial resolutions. This is the beginning of a new year and I know that so many people have so many plans financially. Maybe in the previous year there were things that you wanted to accomplish financially and there were certain targets that you wanted to hit for yourself when it comes to your financial goals, and maybe for some reason you were unable to hit some of these targets. This new year brings a fresh opportunity for you to ensure that those targets are being met. I'm going to be sharing with you some of the important strategies you could adopt to be able to stick with your financial resolutions. Financial resolutions are very, very important when it comes to your finances. When you are planning for the new year, just the way you plan for everything else, you have to ensure that you have your financial resolutions set, and this result flows through into your financial goals for the year. I always ask people, do you have realistic financial goals and financial plans for the year? So this video, I'm going to be actually sharing with you the importance, how you could actually stick with a financial resolution. Number one, you have to ensure that your financial plan is smart. You have to create a smart strategy for your financial plans, your financial goals for the year. Every financial goal has to be specific, it has to be measurable, it has to be attainable, it has to be realistic, and it has to be time bound. So it's important that when you are focusing on your financial goals for the year, make sure that you look for specific areas that you want improvement and ensure that you make progress towards those areas. So for example, if you are someone that maybe in the previous year you didn't make so much progress when it comes to savings, this is a new year. You can say to yourself that, okay, I want to ensure that my saving goals go to a whole different level. If I want to make sure, if I was saving maybe $100 every month, this year I want to ensure that I take it to $600 or $500, for example. And you have to make sure you are specific as to what you want to achieve financially this year. It's very important to be intentional about that. You can also look at it from the area of investment. You might decide that, okay, last year I was not very exposed to the investment market. This year I want to be more intentional with that. I want to be more specific with that. I want to focus on that area to ensure that I see where I can improve when it comes to investment. Or maybe you look at it also from the place of creating other streams of income. This is some other area that you could adopt. Or maybe you want to look at it from a place of financial literacy. Maybe I didn't get enough knowledge financially. I didn't acquire a lot of knowledge last year financially. I want to be more knowledgeable about my finances in the sense that I want to read more books. I want to listen to more financial podcasts, for example. These are areas that you can be more specific about when it comes to your financial planning for the year. Another area you should look at is also having goals that are measurable. You don't want to set goals that you cannot measure. When you set financial goals, always ensure that you have a strategy that you could use to measure your progress at every given time. Always sit down to evaluate your progress, measure your progress every given time in the course of the year. It's very, very important to take note of that. Also, your goals, your financial goals has to be attainable. Don't just set goals because you just want to set goals. Make sure that these goals are goals that you can attain financially. If it's like I said earlier, it's something that has to do with savings, you have to make sure that you setting those goals, you are actually focusing on making sure you attain them at the end of the year when you are making your reviews. So it's important to have goals that are attainable. Also, you have to have realistic financial goals. Very, very important. And I see so many people, they don't earn so much when it comes to a certain situation, but they are setting goals that it's not realistic. Financial goals that is not realistic. You cannot be somebody that maybe doesn't even have a job, but you are trying to say you want to save up $5,000 in a year. How are you going to do that? It's very important that before you even set realistic goals for yourself, you have to ensure that there's a source. There has to be a structure of how the monies are coming. So it's very important that when you are setting financial goals, ensure that those goals are being realistic. Very, very important. And also, the goals has to be time bound. Ensure that when you are making those goals, the time frame at which you are making those goals and what you want to accomplish within that period of time. Maybe for someone that is looking to acquire a real estate property, for example, or you want to invest in a particular, let's say, portfolio of assets, or you want to look at some particular financial instrument, you have to ensure that even when you are putting your money or your funds in those things for that particular period of time, you have to ensure that for that period of time, you are always consistent with knowing what is happening. what is going on with your investment. It's very, very important. So your financial goal has to be, like I said, specific. It has to be measurable. It has to be attainable. It has to be realistic, and it has to be time bound. So number 2, you have to make goals public. You have to make your financial goals public by always sticking with them. I think the best way for you to be able to stick with your financial goal and be more motivated about your financial goals is to share it with people that are like-minded like you. I always encourage people to have a money circle. What do I mean by that? People that are very motivated about money, in the sense that they are always looking out to be the better version of themselves when it comes to their finances. So when you have those kind of people around, you guys can always talk about specific areas that you want to improve in terms of your financial goals. And when you share ideas of sort, it helps you to be even more motivated in hitting those targets. So the best way to always hit some of these financial goals is to always talk about them, because when you are talking about them, you are being motivated to always want to go beyond your comfort zone to ensure that you are hitting those financial targets. So it's very important to make your goals public. In terms of, when I mean public, I'm not saying tell everyone, no, but you have to make sure that there are specific people within your financial circle that you can share your ideas with, and you guys can actually do something that could take your finances to a whole new level. Number 3, you have to reward yourself when you make progress with your financial goals. It's very important. Some people can always stay motivated when they tend to reward themselves for every progress they make. For example, if you are someone that is married and you guys decided that one of the things in your home for that month when it comes to your finances, and you don't want to start spending money eating out anymore, you want to ensure that for that whole month you are going to prepare your own food at home, and then the fund that was supposed to go into restaurants and buying all those sort of things can now be diverted into your savings or into your emergency fund. If you are someone that has that kind of plan, for example, when you are able to accomplish that goal for that month, and you see that the whole of the month you guys didn't go out to eat out or do anything, it's something that you should be excited about, and you can reward, both of you can reward yourself for that. Maybe you can just say, okay, today, and since we were able to accomplish it, let's just go out there and just take some scoops of ice cream, or you can just get something little, just to reward yourself for such kind of accomplishment. Because when it comes to finances, it's always important that you tend to be upfront with yourself. Sometimes it's not easy to make those kind of goals and stick to them, but discipline is always very key when it comes to these areas. So these 3 areas are what I want to really share with you today. So if you enjoyed this content, I would like you to please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I also have a website, www.fintactsacademy.com. You can always go there, but for more premium content as such, you can visit my YouTube side channel. Please like, subscribe, and share also with your friends. Thank you so much for watching this video today, and until I see you again next time, always stay financially healthy, financially sound, and always be intentional about your finances. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon.